I'm Graeme Hutcherson, Head of Sky AdSmart at Sky Media. The platform at its core is designed to splice frame by frame a more relevant ad in a linear ad break to the end user. So what we're finding is advertisers are responding really well to this idea of being able to be more targeted with their advertising. What it does is it allows them to talk to the exact audience that they want to talk to, but it means the capital cost of getting into TV is far less because that universe that they're trying to target are slightly smaller. So they can be a lot more efficient and a lot more effective with their advertising and deployment. So the types of advertisers that we've seen come to the platform are things like car dealerships, online retail brands, who previously probably wouldn't have used TV as their main media deployment solution, and all manner of other smaller, even smaller business categories we've seen come to TV for the first time. So intuitively, what you would imagine is if you find an audience that is far more relevant to your product, that the response from that audience, be it through brand awareness and affinity or through actual going out and buying the product, is greater. And thankfully, what we've seen through research is that audiences that respond to advertising that's deployed via AdSmart, because it's that much more targeted, the responses, the purchase, the sales, the profit is going kind of up and to the right, which is exactly what advertisers are coming back for. So we've had a range of different advertisers, some of them very small, they've never been on TV before, all the way up to larger advertisers who are very familiar with what TV does for them in a usual TV landscape way, but with AdSmart are using a slightly different tactic to talk to audiences. So that might be an automotive who have a very kind of plush sports car, which is ultimately going to be shown to as many people in the UK as possible, and people will see that sports car ad and think, I really like the brand, but I'm never going to be able to afford that sports car. With AdSmart, they were able to target, the advertiser was able to target a very highly affluent audience who are far more likely to be in market for that car, and talk to them in a far more direct and tactical way. What we find is those very high affluence audiences don't watch a lot of TV, so in a normal TV campaign, they don't necessarily pick up that type of audience, but through AdSmart, you can just wait for them to sit in front of the TV, serve them the ad, and you're very, very effective at talking to that audience on a one-to-one basis. So the next stage is that we pull together all the various screens that our subscribers avail themselves of and deliver a product that sits across every single screen in a seamless, cohesive way. So being able to build a narrative across the screens. We've obviously focused a lot of our attention on the linear broadcast stream because that holds the biggest audience, but we're absolutely seeing a trend across all of our subscribers of consuming Sky content on different devices, and the aim is that by the end of Q1 next year, we will have a full suite of ad solutions across all of those screens. I think it's a really interesting event. There seems to be a really nice broad spectrum of expertise and backgrounds through the audience. So the technical side, you've got people who are very, very ingrained and knowledgeable about the OTT landscape and how it works from a technical perspective. But it feels like there's quite a nice softer end where you've got advertisers and other interested parties just working out what does OTT mean for my business.